Avago is a family business. Started out really small. We thought it would be a great idea to take 3 little children into the bush and develop a block of dirt that had nothing on it with no money.
I've always said, well, my biggest asset was that I didn't have enough brains to get scared. Never in my wildest imagination thought we'd get as big as we did. I just wanted a place where I could run enough cows to make a living off it. And I mean, it took us forever to get to 1,000 head. Like, I never ever thought we were going to get to 1,000 head. From 1,000 to 2,000, a little bit easier. 2 to 3 was a bit easier again. From 3, it exploded.
We started with really average, cheap cattle basically. Any old scraggy things out of sale yards, we bought them to Avago, and nobody else wanted them, and they gave us a calf and that got us going.
Even right back when we started here, trying to get some sort of order and sense in things, I used to have the old notebook, and I'd write everything. I'd write colour, the horn status. Like a lot of things that you do, success comes from monumental stuff-ups or circumstances thrust upon you. And when we had to nils tag everything, we got to thinking about it. I thought, well, right, if we've got to pay money for these tags, let's make them work for us. And that's when we started individually recording every cow. That's when we started with Cool Collect. And it was interesting because what we found then was we thought we knew the cattle, but you didn't actually know the cattle.
If you don't keep accurate records on a computer about your breeding herd for 3 or 4 years in a row, you've no idea what's going on. You have an idea when a cow comes up the race of what she is. So if she's a big fat thing, you're thinking, well, I bet you're not doing much. But by collecting the data, you're dealing with facts. You can not only know what your cow herd is doing, you know your age of your cow herd, you know what you can tell the bank manager, the chemical people, any businesses that you rely on and who rely on you, you can give them accurate information on what you have.
We have really built up a pretty extensive history on some of our breeders, and that's allowed us to really set the standard of fertility that we want to have represented. It's allowed us to make pretty specific management decisions as far as which cows get to stay in the herd and continue to contribute to the gene pool, or what cows do have to go in order to maximise our productivity. Having the Cool Collect system coupled with the Enterpad has made it pretty easy to track all of these individual paddocks, pregnancy status, any other important qualities with a push of a button, and has allowed us to basically track where these cattle have gone and what they've done with their lives. It's pretty simple.
In the yards, we have a dedicated computer person. Cows are running. The race reader has read the cow, you've looked up her previous statuses, which comes up automatically. The computer person will call her previous statuses.
Empty, wet, baby, wet, wet, wet.
The preg tester calls her current.
Pregnant dry, okay.
Sometimes they'll upgrade into a stud, sometimes they'll downgrade to sale. It's entered in while she's being needled and she's out of there within less than a minute. Basically, you have all that information at your fingertips in the yards whenever you want it, so it's really quite useful.
And the system's simple. If there's a problem, we can usually get on the phone, personal contact, and say, mate, this is what the problem is. And 9 times out of 10 is something that you can just say, yeah, do this, this and this, and job's right. And that's worth $1 million.
The biggest effect with collecting the information has been a more fertile younger herd, because now we know what they are. We're feeding less cows, the weaners are better. The weaners come off and the cows manage to maintain their body weight. The cows are more productive because we can carry less. Cool Perform helps you analyse what you've collected and divide your great animals from your more average animals, and you can produce a professional document to give to interested stakeholders. You can see this is what we've got, this is what they're doing. It's next level stuff. The next generation's coming along and they're equally passionate about the whole thing. I hope that they'll get the hunger, I suppose, to have the best cow herd in territory. You cannot go forward without good cattle records, and Sapien does it.
You can't make a decision without it.